Good morning for everyone watching us, and thank you for joining us in this lecture. I'd like first to show my thanks and the gratitude to this center, the Moderate Approach Center for Intellectual Awareness, for having me in this meeting. And with the beginning of the new school year, I'd like also to congratulate our students and our pupils in their new school year, wishing them the great success in their schools and in their life. The title of our lecture is The Role of a School in Raising Moderation and Preventing Extremism. As we all know, that schools have a great role in our life and in our society. So it is a very dangerous stage when you have the students and the pupil under the guardianship of the school, because the school in this part of life of anyone start feeding the minds with the thoughts, with the education, with knowledge. If this food is good and healthy, then their brains, their thoughts will be healthy, just like the body. You know that the body needs healthy food and good food to remain healthy. The brain as well the brain needs the good thoughts, good education, good knowledge in order to be healthy and useful in the community we live in. The way of a school is the way of knowledge, is the way of science, of education, which means safety from all the risks of life, especially terrorism and extremism. Children, young people in school should be raised in the right way. And here I'd like to give a reference to the teenagers. Teenagers is the most dangerous stage of the life of everyone, because in this time, when he is in the age of teenagers, receive the thoughts, the knowledge, the education, and according to what he receives, he will behave, he will act in the society. So it is a very dangerous stage in the life of everyone. Okay. The stage of school is the stage of feeding the brain, the mind. So if you give them the good food, they will be healthy-minded. I'd like her to give some real examples of our life. In our time, as you know, we face terrorism in its very high level. The world never faced such attack of terrorism and extremism in the past like what we are facing now in our time. As you know, terrorism cause a great losses to the world, a great loss of spirits. Thousands, or I can say even millions of people are killed because of terrorism. On the other side, the loss of money. Trillions of money are lost in fighting and facing terrorism and extremism. So, what is the effect? What is the role of school to help us, to support us facing this dangerous phenomenon in our society? Before we start giving the point, what did this movement give to the humanity? They give them bloodshed, violence, terrorism, fear, loss of everything, change in the life towards the risks and the dangers of these ideas and these thoughts. Okay, we can realize this idea about our bodies and our minds and our life, our society, our families, our states, and the whole world. It is a very dangerous aspect in the life of everyone in the world must be influenced by a way or another, greatly or less than this level, by the terrorism and the extremism. So school is the mother of our children, is the mother according to not feeding them food or like this, but to feed them ideas, thoughts, education. And the mother have to feed their sons. Schools are feeding our sons, our children, in order to create a good man in the community, an active man in the side of good, not the side of evil. We try to make our children avoid the side of dangers, the side of risks. How? By sending them to schools. We believe that when we send our children to school, we will build them in the right way, put them on the right way, and make them avoid any risks they may face in their life. So it is as we think, the safe atmosphere in order to safeguard our children, our sons, is the school. So a school can create a good man who can build the society, who can be active in the society, who can give everything good to his family, to his town, to his country, to the whole humanity. This what we expect, this what we want to achieve when we send our children to school. In the same time, a school can create an evil man or an evil thoughts and put them in the mind of our children. And this is the very risky side of the school. If they realize this thing or do not realize, but here we have the two-edged weapon. We may get the good from the school. In the same time, we can get the evil from the school, the evilness. And here we should have the role of the governments. The governments have to watch the schools and their work. Do the schools make the right job with our children? Do the schools do their best to achieve the human aim that we are need in our society and community? This is a big question, and here we put a great responsibility on the government, of every country, any country, like to live in peace and create safety to his people, must watch the role and the action of the schools by the following steps. First of all, about the curriculum, the books. What are the ideas that found in the books that create a good man, create a good individual in the society, in the community? Are these books giving them the good education, the good thoughts that give that create the aim that we like to achieve? So should the government should every time, from time to time, from year to year, to make a revision of these books that are studied in the schools. The second point is about the teacher. The teacher is the leader in the class, the leader in the school, and he has the great role in transforming or conveying the information from the books and the resources and the references to the mind of his students. He is the controller, the teacher. He is making a very dangerous job. His act will be directly influence the students, the children, the pupils. So the teachers must be under test, we say, or under observation, under watching, yes, in order to be sure, in order to be certain that the teacher is making his real role in achieving the aim of the school, okay, on our students. One of our writer said in his article that the teacher, as a school leader, you are in a key position to protect them, means the students, the pupils, protect them from extremism. In the key position, look to this very accurate expression, key position. The teacher is in the key position to protect the pupil, to protect the student. From what? From what? Or from going in the wrong way, from going in the evil way, in the terrorism way, in the extremist way, and taking him from this wrong way, giving him to the right way, directing him to the right way. This is the first job of a teacher before giving him information about science, about mathematics, or any other things. You must create a healthy mind in the students, in the pupil, before you start giving them the scientific material or educational material, in order to prepare the playground, the right playground for giving them the scientific materials to the student. Also, they said about the schools is protecting students from the influence of extremism ideas is therefore an important part of the school's safeguarding role. This is the role of the school. Look at these words. They said Protecting students from the influence of extremism is therefore an important part of the school saving guard role. Then the role of a school not only giving the students and the pupil the scientific material, the materials connected to the subjects they have in their schools. Not only that, they should give them the healthy thoughts, the healthy ideas that protecting them from the risks, the dangers, the evilness that they may face in their life. And by this way, we are raising the level of moderation and fighting all the dangerous aspects of life, the dangerous sides of life by this way. So by these words you can notice that how important is the role of school in our community. How important when the school takes its rights role in the society. By the way, in the past, this job wasn't difficult. This job of protecting the minds and the thoughts of our students wasn't difficult or wasn't hard because in the past it was a hard job for the terrorist people to attract our sons, our students, our pupil, and to take them to their way. Do you know why? Because today we become in a small village. The whole world, this big world, becomes now a small village. You know the reason? It is the internet. They use the internet as we use it in the good sides. They use it in the evil side. It was a great service to the tourism when they get the internet. They can spread their thoughts, their ideas easily, and they can reach people everywhere in the world. So you can notice that we have individuals working in these movements, the terrorist movements, from different countries in the world, not only from the Arab or the poor countries, as we said in the past, because they are poor, they need money, they need what so on. So they join this movement. No. Nowadays, we see the English people, the French people, the Dutch people, the Turkish, from different countries, they join this movement, or these movements in general, not one movement. The extremism can reach the minds of all the countries in the world easily by using the internet. So what should we do facing this greater problem? We cannot delete the internet. We cannot omit the internet. So they said many young people also spend a lot of time online, which exposes them to additional risks. The using the internet nowadays is we can say become more important for our sons, our children, than food or than sleep. They spend a lot of time, a lot of hours in surfing in the internet. What do they find in the internet? What will they see? They will see different things. One of these things that they may see is the schools of terrorism, the schools of extremism. They do not need to open a building and put it in any place or any town and invite people to come to them. The internet becomes the free school. They use the internet as a free school that serves them and give them a great services in order to attract the weak minds, the sick mind to them, and continuing chatting with them, connecting with them, and convince them. This is the most important point. When they have the effective style, the effective ways to influence, to affect the minds of our children, our students, this is the turn that change the life of our children and our sons. So the internet, extremism groups use the internet and social media has become a way for them to spread their ideology. More information is available in the keeping children safe in education guidance. Here, the school may fight this side of risk, this part of risk. The teacher, the school, and even our books, our curriculum should put a great attention about this side. We must avoid or warn our children, our sons, our pupils, not to follow whatever they read or whatever they see, or whoever speak to them, whoever try to catch them, whoever try to hunt them. They will be the victim. We will lose our children. We will lose our pupils. Not only that. Not only you will lose your son. You will have this son fighting you, stand against you, be the weapon in the hand of extremism. And now it is the same position as before 20 years. So it isn't a matter of fighting by arms, by weapons. It is a matter of reforming. It's a matter of correcting the way. We should correct the thoughts of those people who are joining these movements. Give them the right way. Show them that they are wrong and the right way is in the other side, not on their side. Here we realize also the duty of the governments in being aware of this side, of this part, using the intellectual ways in fighting them. So I hope that I could give you some information that would be useful in your life and feeding them your children and your sons and your pupils. And at last, I'd like to thank the Moderate Approach Center for Intellectual Awareness for their great efforts, for their great works that are done by the members of this center, especially the head of the center, Mr. Haidar Albawi, and also we are supporting them in the last time when they spread their work outside the country, not only in Iraq, we are watching now that there are conferences and meetings held outside the country in the Arab states and in the European states to support the aims and the goals that this center is hoping to achieve. I wish them the great success, and I'd like to thank them again, and thank you for watching us. Goodbye. Thank you very much.